Hey YouTube, how you doing? It's Wisconsin Shoe Guy here, and I am doing a uh, first polish on my George Cleaverly Adams. These are in Pebble grain, and I get a lot of questions on forums about how to polish Pebble grain. So I thought I would spend a little bit of time today just doing some demonstration here, so you can see it. I am using Pure Polish. This is the high shine wax, and right now I use a number of layers. As I did this, I used the water resistant cream polish on the whole shoe, and then I did some dark tones on the cap and heel with just regular paste polish, and now I'm doing the high shine piece on the toes and caps. So just trying to get this shine really lifted to try to get it good to go. This is before your first real full day wear. You can see from the heel of the soles, I've worn them a little bit outside, but not significantly, mostly in the house on carpet. So before I take them out for a first full day, I want to make sure I've got a really good protective coat. I'm pretty hard on my shoes, and so I want to make sure that I get it well and truly good to go. So this is pretty good for me, where you can see the lights in the room in there, but I think I can get better. You can see the polish layer there as well. You can see it, so that's good. But how do I bring it out and make it a little bit stronger? So just putting it out there, and after this layer, I'm really bringing it in and getting this layer on. I'm going to start doing a little bit more water to see if I can bring out the shine even more. So this is a dress shirt, like a white dress shirt that I cut up. I should have probably cut it narrower and longer so I could tie it off, but I did this a long time ago, and the darn thing just won't quit. Still works, and works well. So makes me not want to replace it. So now the trick to this is the pressure, right? You want to make sure that you're going over it with light pressure in the final stages, because you want to bring out the shine. And if you put too much pressure in it, it digs into the rest. Now, what's different about shining Pebble green than shining other types of leather is that you have to put a thick enough layer on to actually get into the grain holes. You're never going to be able to get a high shine with the grain unless you get a smooth layer on top of it. So that's a little trick. I like to use contrasting colors in the waxes when I do this. As I said, I put in some dark brown here, which is not really showing, and that may be a pure polish thing. I don't want anybody to get mad at me for that, but I've not found that pure polish does really well on the burnishing. But then again, I only have dark brown, and I'm not layering the polish the same way I do with Saphir, except for on the high shine here that I'm doing right now. So okay, so now got this. Make sure you get under there. Now I'm going to take my water bottle and I'm going to do a spritz, and I just wave it in it, and that's when I go, and it feels smooth, and you can see that it's bringing that shine. And well, it's still got some dampness to it, want to make sure I get back here as well. I really don't want to use a lot of water. Like all of shoe shining, this is a really good example of less is more. So go. Now you can see the lights are pretty clear on the toe. You know, my goal is when I take a picture of the shoes, I want to be able to see the blue sky in the shoe. I want to be able to see the sky. I want to be able to see the definition of the clouds. And I'd love to be able to see that it's blue. If I can do that on my camera, then I feel like the shine is good enough. You know, I can see, it's hard to see stuff in that you don't, it's hard to tell the difference, especially without sunlight, whether it is a reflection or a shadow in the shoe. You have to have the light behind you. So here you can see, I can see my finger going back and forth. I'm just using my pinky. So I can see it in the reflection and in the shadow. So again, it's kind of tricky, but overall, you can see a significant difference between the cap, shine, and the shoe. So I'm going to call this one done for now and take a look at it again tomorrow. And now we have this one, and I've got a pretty good layer on there already. So I'm just going to go back to it and try to get a little bit more. So just get it tighten, and you can see how much wax I'm putting on there. It's not very much. It's probably more than I need. Again, less is more, and that sounds funny, but it really is true. And it's just a matter of how do I apply the wax, just so. You know, pure polish is a great alternative to using Saphir. It doesn't cost. It's not cheap. And so each of these little tins, it's like $15, but it doesn't take a lot, and it works really well. So I've seen guys able to get the high shine in just a few minutes with it who do it all the time. So like if I was an airport shiner or something like that, and I needed to be able to just get through people really quick, it's just an outstanding product for that. So, and I did the other video where I talked about how I can get my shell all shined up nice with it, and that is a thing. So here you go. Again, have not added the water yet, so we'll see. I may add another layer on that depending on how I feel. So here, doing here. I like to hold the shoe in a place where I can actually hold it steady, like I'm doing here. Anytime you can do that, it makes a big difference in your ability to get the shine really high, because it's about having the shoe stay still and having the rag go over the shoe in a very perpetual motion here. So you just keep going and it goes over it. Now I can feel the pattern on here, so I'm actually going to take a little bit more and try to get enough built up on here so that I stop feeling the pattern in my fingers, because if I can feel the pebble grain, it's probably not going to cover it the way that I want to. All right, now, done a good job covering it, you can see, but, and of course now I got stuff all messed up on the side there. I clearly used too much. Okay. So, and this is the part of shoe shining where we swear, but it's okay. I'll just get it in, do a little bit. And for me, actually, the inside of the heel is probably more important than the outside because I click my heels together a lot when I sit and I'm sitting at a desk talking to people. It's like a nervous habit, I guess. So by putting that extra layer there, probably providing some protection there from scuffs because I scuff my own shoes. Now, of course, I want it to be protected on the outside as well. So that's what I'm doing. You can see I'm putting it down and I'm holding it down with my hand. And that makes a big difference. And I'm actually going to do the front here again. So right there, like that. And we have the front. I think I'm going to do a little bit more wax on the front. Like I said, I probably would. Get that crap off. And that'll brush off. Just have to be careful where I brush it. Of course, doing a shine video, I'm doing the last mile of shine. Didn't think I would need a brush. I do have a finishing brush that I use, but I don't usually use it on grain. So I did not bring it out. Now, I get a lot of wax on there, and I want to get it really good. I actually messed on it. That tends to get just the right amount of water. I know a lot of people don't like doing that. I have tried the ice cube in the tin. That does work actually really well. And but the mist, I never have to remember to get an ice cube. And I know that sounds stupid, but that extra step can take me a long time. So. I can barely feel the wax, although it is sticky. So I'm gonna just do a little bit on there. What we got here? All right, you can see all three lights. Light on the ceiling and the two lights that I'm using for lighting here. Okay, so now we do the last layer of water. I'm going to just do it on the side here. Do that. Very little water there. This is the outside. All right. Again, I'm going to get into the heel here. Try to clean everything out. All right, let's take a look. Now, the definition of the light is not really that good. So I feel like I'm gonna have to just keep going. So the lights are actually ring lights. So I should be able to see the circle of the ring in them. Even here, see it's the, even if I change the angle, you're really not seeing the ring. So I'm gonna probably keep working on this, but hopefully that gave you an idea of some of the process involved in doing it. And here you can see that one. You can see somewhat of a ring in the yellow one. That's actually just 2 bulbs on my ceiling. So it's got a lot of work to do. Hopefully that's helpful though. Oh, you see there, you can see how the ring has the ring all around it. And that one, that's what I want to be able to get to. You can see the ring there and the ring there, but it's kind of weak on the side there. So that is where we're going. So I'm just going to continue going here with the one, but I'm not going to make you watch it all. Hopefully this is helpful for you, and you're able to see kind of ways of being able to judge where you are and how it's going. So this is Wisconsin Shoe Guy. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening and keep on shining your shoes. Have fun with it. So thank you very much. Take care.